2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Battle in the Western Conference, the Sacramento crowd hoping to watch their Kings come out on top. C-Web this evening, all the makings of a up-tempo affair. A lot of speed on the floor. They love to play, both these teams, at a very high pace.
They're trying to get good looks early in the clock, and I'll tell you why. Against a better defensive team, why slow the ball up and wait for them to get set? Against better defensive teams, you must speed up the pace to get an open shot. In the NBA, an open shot from a player that's in his skill set is a great shot. It doesn't matter if it's with 1 second left on the shot clock or with 20 seconds on the shot clock. So why not speed the pace up, see if you can get that early look. If not, bring it back out and then set up a play. But run, get it going, and see if you can get some easy looks early.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. The great out there with Shake and Bake. Then there's Big Dog, and there's the Monster. And it's Sanders in at the one.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Unloads from 13. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Great move on his way to the bucket there. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Mills can't hit.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Now here's Sanders. He had 10 points in the win again. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Nice spin off the left rim and in. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now the pass to Newton. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. That'll get him a few big pats on the back.
Shots.
First one falls for him. One falls, so he hits both of them. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Leiden. He's coming off a 10-point game against Phoenix, and it's good for 2. Leiden's got his second bucket.
Okay, 4 for 5 from the floor right now. Wasting no time getting this offense rolling.
And Sanders kicks to Black. Sanders passes to Stanley. Here's Big Dog. 6 to shoot. Pass to Sanders. From the arc. The rebound by Leiden. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach Luke Walton.
I asked him what reasons he cited for their disappointing record so far. He said, it's not so easy to put a finger on. I think we may lack the killer instinct of some of the better clubs. We haven't displayed the confidence to finish teams off even when we have them on the ropes. It's been a rough year for them, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Sanders passes to Welch. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Stanley. Banked in off the glass.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out.
Here's baddest one. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Oh, well, his rebounding stood out, too. He gave them a big lift on the board.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the night.
Only 71% from the line last season, and rest assured they're hoping to bring those numbers up this year.
Free throw good. Mills. And, you know, Chris, it's early, of course, but a few veteran players seeing dips in their individual production. And there has been some talk. There has been some concern about that.
Yeah, but even for veterans, it could take a while to get into a groove. It's the beginning of the season. You still have to find your way, new teammates, new concepts. And if a player's role on the team has changed, that can affect his production. I mean, look at a guy like Melo last year. Go into a different situation. Do you sacrifice by shooting less? Do you sacrifice by shooting more? Because some guys are out of position, out of sorts, and out of their comfortable areas or their comfortable norms of playing. And so, yeah, it takes a lot, whether you're a rookie or a veteran. It really doesn't matter. This game can throw monkey wrenches at you in all type of areas, and it's how you adjust. So it's not about the start. It's how you identify what you need to do to get better, and then do it, and then see how that adjustment is working.
Yeah, Anthony's a good example. You're right. The rebound by Leiden, and the Grizzlies leading by 7. To the inside, Clayton powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Sanders kicks to Black. Wants to get it to Sanders and does. Passes it to Black to the left side wing. Here's Welch. They get the rebound. Stanley. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
To the left wing. Here's Little General. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Leiden. And Sanders pulls it down. Gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
Here's Snow. 11 points for him in that last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
He didn't ignore the defensive aspect either. I mean, his 3 blocks tell that story.
Here's Vincent. In the corner, it's Hamilton. Pass to Snow. Puts it up. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. Hamilton's got his first 2 points.
He lives for these type of battles on the boards. It doesn't matter which end of the floor it is either.
Now the pass to Graham. Pass to Wingate. Releases from 15. That one's not going to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Here's the Doctor. Last game he had 10 points. Passes it to Snow. Over Peterson. Graham with the rebound. And 33% here in the first quarter. Paul left side. Pass to Peterson. Here's Wingate. The Grizzlies pull it in. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, they allow way too many easy buckets. I thought they lacked toughness and energy all night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And here is Graham. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Sanders. It's deflected.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
Here's the Doctor. Here's Vincent. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Snow against Sanders. He dishes it to Paul. The pass to Wingate. Back to Paul. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here is Hamilton. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. Here's Reynolds. Here's Elliott. Peterson grabs the miss.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
He kicks it to Sanders. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
Yep, it counts. Elliott's got his second bucket tonight.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Sanders. 5 points in the game. Over Snow. Rebounded by Elliott. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
To the middle. Here's Vincent. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Vincent's got his first bucket of the night.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Back to Sanders. To the left side wing. Here is Wingate. He's coming off a 10-point game again. Hamilton pulls it in. Hamilton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Vincent. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the home team going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
Just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point.
But Luke Walton, he's definitely a coach players like to play for. I mean, it helps that he was a player not too long ago. Both stars and role players appreciate the candor and the opportunity he provides them.
Dimes is out there with Cummings. Then there's Shake and Bake. And there's Mr. Moves. And it's Wingate in at center. Graham, the pass to Paul. Pass to Peterson. 5 to shoot. Here's Wingate. From down in the low post, it goes. And with Walton, you hear players talk about the leeway that he allows them.
And that extra bit of trust Walton gives goes a long way. It's why so many rookies have been able to flourish under him. Young players develop when you let them learn on the fly, and Walton has done a good job of creating that environment.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And it's denied. And he recovers it. Here's Paul. Makes it off the glass.
He got pretty much a free run to the hoop right there. They might just count those as automatic points.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Here's Vincent. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Vincent's got 6 points.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Graham with the ball. 8 points his last outing. Here's Wingate. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Vincent, the pass to Garner. Kicks to Hamilton. Pass to Snow. And Hamilton now atop the key. Pass to Snow. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Chris, when you played against a team that you had played on before, did you feel any extra motivation to do well against them?
Always. They always got the business. Whether it was I left Golden State and went to Washington, had to give them a triple-double and 40 there. Whether it was after I left Washington, had to come back and give them a triple-double and beat them bad and hug the crowd after. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of motivation. You definitely want to make sure you give your ex-team the business and make them regret, at least for the 24 hours until the next game, that they let you go.
I love that thought process. That's fun. Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Baddest ones checked in for Hamilton. Primetime comes in for Elliott. The Mavericks subbed in for Vincent. That one misses. Gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Now here's Paul, covered by Mills. Here's Big Dog. He's covered by Snow. Fires from the wing. No good off the back of the rim. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, there's the pass to Lydon. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. He gets 33%, struggling to get good looks.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
General's checked in for the Grizzlies. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Paul, right side. He kicks it to Cummings. Dishes to Black. Shot clock at 5. Here's Welch. And that one goes long. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Little General the pass to Garner. Here's Baddest one. He's guarded by Cummings. Inside. Here's Mills. Drops in the layup for 2. Mills has got 9 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Paul passes to Welch. They grab their own miss. Black. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
And anybody can get a run-of-the-mill putback, but he makes them count.
Gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And it's Paul missing.
And you can see at this stage of his career, just still not comfortable as a finisher at the basket.
Here's Little General. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Leiden. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Paul.
I don't care who it is. You can't leave him wide open from that range.
To the inside. The jump hook. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Black's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Passes it to Leiden. To the wing on the left. From beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land. The Great's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Paul passes to Welch. Now here's Paul. Defense is right there. Takes the 3. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Little General. To the middle. Mills can't hit. Gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Big Dog. An 11-point game for him in the win again. A 3-ball. That one doesn't drop.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Kicks it to Mills. Inside, here's Clayton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Baddest one's got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And so Mike Malone calls a timeout.
Well, listen, they own the boards at both ends of the floor in that game, and that's what won it for them. Those extra possessions were invaluable.
Yeah, if you can be that much better on the glass, you're going to win the game.
Grizzlies with some changes. The doctor comes in for baddest one, and it's Big Smooth in for the great. Black the pass to Stanley. Now Cummings. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Clock at 6. Now here's Sanders. Connects from three-point range.
The D with some heavy feet out there. I mean, too slow to rotate. Nobody communicating. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Here's Big Smooth. Here's Leiden. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now, here's Mills. He's got 9. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We talk about players working hard, but also being smart. I'm sure there are some training methods, C-Web, that you think translate well to success on the court.
Good nutrition has become more and more popular. That, along with rest and then cardio, you must be in shape because the game and the pace of the game is so much faster. So, yes, you have to be smart in your training message, especially for your recuperation, especially for your rehabilitation. If there's any injuries, you want to try to stay fresh while you're giving your all. And that's tough, especially back-to-back in an 82-game season. That can be tough, but it's something that you must focus on, and that's your health.
I can only imagine. Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Hamilton's checked in for Leiden, and Elliott subbed in for Maverick. Both good from the line that time.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Sanders kicks to Black. Over Hamilton. The Grizzlies pull it in. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Newton. Here's the doctor. Another shot. No good there.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And here's Sanders. He's got 8. Pass to Graham. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. On Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in San Antonio and going up against the Spurs. And then on Monday, they'll be playing the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And it's Sanders with the foul. That's his first foul. Snow, he's checked in for Little General. Here's Big Smooth. Graham defending. The pass to Elliott. For 3, Snow. Peterson grabs the miss. Gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Garrett, the pass to Wingate. Here's Peterson. Puts up a 3. Drops in the tray. Peterson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I mean, like the kick out there, recognizing there's more room outside than inside.
Hamilton against Wingate. Passes to Newton. Puts up a 3. Peterson grabs the miss. Gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. To the paint. Here's Garrett. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Now just a 5-point Grizzly lead on 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Newton passes to Reynolds. Here's Snow. Sanders covering. Snow against Sanders. Here's Hamilton. Grizzlies have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts. And he makes the first. Here is Sanders. We've got the little general. Maverick out there with Leiden. Then it's Big Smooth. And it's Clayton in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. For 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Leiden's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's little general. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Leiden passes to Newton. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Leiden. Deflects the pass. Here's baddest one. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Grizzlies have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
Now here's Sanders. Defense right on him. Pass to Welch. Back to Sanders. Got a piece of it. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Mills can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Sanders, and he's good on the 3 ball. Sanders has got 13.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. His first shot coming late. That one's not going to go.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Here's Stanley. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And the way they've clamped down on D has been a big factor in this run.
Here's Big Smooth. He has 6. From 13, Black grabs the board.
And look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
Here's Welch. Hits the front of the rim and out. Grizzlies have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Here's Little General. Sanders covering. The pass to Newton. Here's Leiden. Buried from 15 feet out. 8 points for him.
Well, I think he's looking around wondering where the D is. I mean, nowhere near him, that's for sure.
Big Dog, the pass to Black. And Garrett kicks to Sanders. Down low.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Little General. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's Leiden missing.
He gets the shot he was looking for, and he just can't bury it.
Now here's Sanders. Defense is right there. For the tie. Misses off the left iron. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Passes it to Leiden. Over to the left wing. Here's Little General. Sanders covering. No good there. On an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Big Dog's got his first basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Baddest one. He has 6. Here's Mills. Buries it down low. Mills has got 11 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Big Dog, the pass to Black. And it's Garrett in the corner. Pass to Welch. And he gets the jumper to drop. Big Dog's got his second bucket of the night.
Look, I don't know how he got that one, though. About as tough of a shot as you can think of.
Little General, the pass to Leiden. Offline with his 3. Gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. For the lead, the Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Little General. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And so Mike Malone calls a timeout.
And he's been trying to do it all himself, and it's not working. Instead of forcing shots, you got to focus on moving the ball and keeping everybody involved.
Now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Grizzlies.
And they've got really good balance here. I mean, the 3-ball hadn't been the strongest weapon today for them, but I'd say keep the dose just about the same. Don't change the recipe. When you've got that open shot, you got to take it.
Now here's Cummings. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Sanders, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Sanders. Wingate is checked in for the great. Sanders hits them both. Here's Snow. Pass to Elliott. He kicks it to Hamilton. And there's the pass to Vincent. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Vincent's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Sanders. Ripped away. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Sanders against Snow. Pass to Elliott. The feed to Hamilton. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Vincent. Three-pointer on the way. It's rebounded by Paul.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA.
And this is a battle today between two teams that really dominated the offensive glass a year ago. And they also convert when they get those second-chance opportunities.
2 shots. Roof shots.
And the first one drops. Sanders hits them both. Here's Snow. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The pass to Vincent. From the baseline. That one a little long. Gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Stolen away. All sorts of time. Rebound by Wingate. Gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Dimes is checked in for Cummings. Gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Vincent. 8 points for him. Back to Hamilton. Shot clock at 6. Fade away, and the shot goes down. Hamilton's got 6.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Oh, come on. He's fluid from that medium range. He gets everything working together.
Here's Vincent. Peterson grabs the miss. Peterson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Graham kicks to Sanders. Here's Peterson, covered by Elliott. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Vincent, the pass to Garner. Count it. Good. He's got 5.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Sanders kicks to Paul. Passes to Wingate. Baseline J on the way. Hamilton with some nice D. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. Vincent, the pass to Gardner. And power down the jam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, I know he's not the #1 priority for the defense, but they still got to give him some attention, guys.
The doctors checked in for the Grizzlies. Gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
And Sanders kicks to Green. Paul outside. No good there. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies out in front, up 4. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. We've got Wingate. Sanders is out there with Dime. Then there's Shake and Bake, and it's Peterson in at the 4-man position. The shot's good. The Greats got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Grizzlies. The Greats gotten everything to drop so far, shooting 4 of 4. From 10 feet out, jump shot is good that time. And the Grizzlies with possession here. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Vincent. Clock at 6. There's the dish to Hamilton. Here's Reynolds. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Graham, the pass to Peterson. Paul kicks to Sanders. No good with the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Pass to Elliott. Over Peterson. Elliott the bucket.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Sanders passes to Graham. Here is Wingate. To the middle. A reverse. Misses the layup. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. To the paint. And he knocks down the first one. Both teams will make substitutions. Hamilton hits both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now here's Sanders. He's covered closely. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
And he's been to the line much more here than he was in that first half. He's not playing nearly as tentatively as he was earlier.
Baddest ones checked in for Hamilton. No luck that time either.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now here's Mills. Newton passes to Mills. Here's Little General. Sanders covering. Here's Little General. The Grizzlies with another miss. To the middle. Here's Black, and he uses the glass on the layup. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And the pass to Mills. Here's Little General. Passes it to Newton. Clock at 4. Here's Lydon. A three-pointer off the mark. Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And Garrett kicks to Black. Here's Big Dog. Sanders with the ball. Pass to Stanley. Offline with his 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Newton. Buries it down low.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Sanders. Guarded close. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Little General. Kicks it to Mills. Inside, here's Clayton. Basket counts. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Beautiful lead pass. The finisher never has to break stride.
Down low, here's Black. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
Here's Little General. Clayton, the pass to Newton. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Here's Big Dog. A baseline J. Here's Black. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Black's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Biden kicks to Mills. Off target with the three. Gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. The pass to Welch. Feeds to Black. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Yeah, fellas, a putback like that is always a big swing, not just in terms of points, but the momentum too.
Misses from the corner. Gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Here's Sanders. No good on that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Here's Mills. Here's Lydon. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Sanders. D right on him. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Welch. Shot, high post, and good. He nails it.
Well, he's shown great patience tonight. I mean, he went through a scoreless first half, but didn't get down on himself. I mean, now he's got it going.
Little General the pass to Newton. Over to the wing. Lydon. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Sanders. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Stanley, the pass to Garrett. He kicks it to Black. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Welch. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Clayton. And the Grizzlies check on 2 more. Gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Sanders passes to Welch. Kicks it to Garrett. Pass to Welch. 5 to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 8. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Elliott's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Little General. Pass to Elliott. Here's Little General. The pass to Newton. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. Good D by Sanders. Gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Passes it to Stanley. Shoots from 12. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Here's Little General. Missed inside.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Here's Garrett. Fires from 14. Sanders' shot is off.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
I mean, truth is, if you play long enough, sometimes you're going to have a bad quarter, even a bad game. I doubt that this shakes his confidence.
Little General, the pass to Lydon. Misses from close range.
And really nothing they can do now. They just got to play this one out.
Yeah, you know you're supposed to go hard and complete the game, but they're so frustrated right now. I don't see that happening. And look at that. That's just a great all-around play. Getting into position for the offensive rebound, finishing strong on the putback.
And they go to the intentional foul. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, those free throws helping them to make the lead even safer.
And so Mike Malone calls a timeout. Present our Jordan Player of the Game, Primetime.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
Well, he needed a game like this badly. He's been struggling for a while now, but tonight he broke out of that slump in style. Misses the 3. Here's Little General. And so the Grizzlies take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.